Philadelphia is 9-8. Tampa Bay is 8-8. The New York Mets are 9-10. See, there's a perfect example. The New York Mets are 9-10. Once the season starts with that pitching staff, they can keep them healthy. That's the team to beat. That is the team to beat in the National League East. Better than the Nationals with the current pitching staff for the New York Mets, barring any major injuries. Washington's 7-8. Boston is 8-10. Houston 6-9. Atlanta 6-11. Detroit is 5-12. Toronto's 5-12, and Miami is 4-10. You know, the people in Miami, they don't show up for these games. They don't. They really seriously don't. There were more people, I think, that came out for the World Baseball Classic. Some of the games down there in Miami that show up for the regular season and for the spring training. So that's how we stand today in spring training baseball. So it's a great time. Whether you're in Florida or whether you're in Arizona, man, oh man, if you can make it out to a baseball game, do it. Do it right now. Here's the Major League Baseball future odds, and this is from VegasInsider.com. These guys know what they're talking about, man. It's Vegas. You know what I'm saying? The team that everybody has the best odds to win, are the Chicago Cubs. They're at 4-1. The Boston Red Sox are at 6-1. Cleveland Indians are at 10-1. Love the Cleveland Indians. Love what Terry Francona has done with that team. I'm telling you, man. American League, look out. I really think, barring any stupid injuries or Terry Francona gets kidnapped by aliens, and I'm talking space aliens, ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Indians should be one of the teams to beat in the American League. The Houston Astros, everybody's talking about the Houston Astros, that this might be their season. They're 12-1. The Dodgers are 12-1. The New York Mets are 12-1. The San Francisco Giants are 12-1. The Washington Nationals are 13-1. The New York Yankees are 18-1. Then you start getting into the middle of the pack, and that's pretty much the St. Louis Cardinals, the Texas Rangers, and the Toronto Blue Jays are 25-1. The Detroit Tigers are 28-1. Then you got Seattle Mariners at 35-1. Baltimore and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, California, are 40-1. The Kansas City Royals are 50-1. Rockies are 60-1. Bud Black might have that pitching staff all figured out. Look for the Rockies to be a much better team. The Miami Marlins, they're going to be 70-1. Pittsburgh Pirates 70-1. The Oakland A's are 90-1. Tampa Bay is 110-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks, I really think that the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to have a much, much better season. I think getting rid, and I'm going to say this, getting rid of Tony La Russa as the team president, the guy who is making the decisions, automatically made your team better. So Arizona's 120-1. Minnesota Twins at 120-1, and the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres are 120-1. The Atlanta Braves are 200-1. The Chicago White Sox are good guys on the south side of Chicago. They're 275-1. The Cincinnati Reds are 300-1, and the Milwaukee Brewers are 300-1. I got some problems with that. I think the Brewers are better than, I'm going to say, the San Diego Padres. I think that they're better than the Minnesota Twins. I think they're better than the Cincinnati Reds. I'm not too sure about the White Sox. That one I don't like that. I think the White Sox are better than that. Odds to win the National League pennant, pretty much they have the Cubs. At 9-5. Odds to win the American League pennant, they have the Boston Red Sox at 14-5, and then the Cleveland Indians. I'll take the Indians on that one. So those are some good picks. If you're headed out to Las Vegas, don't listen to me when you do your betting. Just don't. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody. Just go in, look up at the board, do your own homework, do your own research, and you'll come out much, much better. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to finish talking about your favorite National League baseball team, and that's called the Milwaukee Brewers. You're listening to the big show. We call it Brewtown Sports.
I don't know you. I don't know your story, your background. what you do for a living, and yet I do know you. I know how your eyes lit up the first time you walked into County Stadium. I know how as a kid you dreamed of being Robin Young and wanted nothing more than to one day wear that Brewers script across your chest. I know that every summer you stayed up late listening to Mr. Baseball on the radio.
Squawk! Him out swinging!
I know that you'll never forget October 10th, 1982.
Coming on! Gander slides! He's back! The Brewers lead 4-3!
Or September 28th, 2008.
And there's a drive in the left field!
Or October 7th, 2011.
Morgan, a smash up the middle. Base hit to center. Here comes Gomez. Throw, and the Brewers win.
I know you because I am you. You and me, we're cut from the same cloth. This isn't something we chose. It's not a bandwagon we jumped on when it was convenient. It's something we were born into. A piece of our identity passed down from generations before. Just like you, I was born a Brewer. This is my first love, my passion, my responsibility. It's a torch I'll carry with me always. Through the ups and the downs, the good times and the bad, no matter what, this will always be my team. Brewers baseball is part of who I am. It's part of who we are.
And that's just another fine example of how the Milwaukee Brewers market themselves. That is from last year with Craig Counsell. So there you go. I mean, they do it as well as anybody in baseball. I've been around. I've seen a lot. I'll put it right up there. You're listening to The Big Show. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook. Twitter is Brewtownsports. Facebook is Mr. Brewtown. Join the group, True Blue Brew Crew. Just go ahead and sign up whatever you need to do, and we'll accept you. As long as you're a Brewer fan and you don't try to sell sunglasses or whatever else, condoms or marijuana or whatever you're trying to sell, go somewhere else because we'll just turn you over to the FBI. That's what we do. You can listen to the show at baseballtalkradio.com, Spreaker, Podomatic, Player FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, at iTunes.com, and the 405media.com, Super Live Talk, Righteous Podcast. You can email the show at MrBrewtown78 or gmail.com. Or if you live in my neighborhood, just open up your window and scream out the window, and I'll answer whatever question you have. Let's talk a little bit more about the Milwaukee Brewers and the 2017 season. Now, the Brewers, I don't know if I like this move. I'm going to hold off and see how he does once the season starts. But the Brewers went out and they signed Eric Thames. They let go Joe Carter. They just let him go. I mean, a lot of home runs, but big strikeout guy, low average, kind of an average defensive first baseman. They let him go. He's now with the New York Yankees. They went to Korea and got Eric Thames. Now, this is where I'm going to have a problem with this. He was signed from Korea to a 3-year deal worth $16 million. Now, Thames, who's 30 years old, is really Milwaukee's only projected non-Ryan Braun regular. Than 28 years old. He's coming off a season in which he hit .317, 40 home runs. Now, his production is unlikely to translate back to the majors. He had a 96 OPS during his previously big league runs, but he should be a decent platoon option at the cold corner. I have some problems with this, and I know a lot of, wow, look at the numbers he put up in Korea. It's Korea. And no offense, I'm not trying to start a fight with South Korea. I'm not. I'd love to start a fight with North Korea, but I'm not going to start a fight with South Korea. So if you're listening, I do have listeners over in that part of the world. Thank you very much, by the way, for listening to the Big Show. But your baseball is AA at best. I'm serious. Maybe AAA at best. So, and I know people are so excited about this guy. I'm going to wait because right now I think, yeah, he's going to be okay. He's a 15 home run guy. But it's better than what we had, I guess. And like I said, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm not trying to start anything. And those of you that have been listening to the show long enough know that when I say I'm not trying to start anything, I'm not trying to be critical. I am. So there you go. The rest of the Milwaukee lineup is high on ability. Jonathan Villar, the fantastic, and I do mean fantastic, a 25-year-old pickup from the Houston Astros. This guy was just electrifying last year. 19 home runs, 62 stolen bases. He's likely to be the slot in as the second baseman, everyday second baseman. Scooter Gennett will play a little bit there to give him a day off here and there. But basically, they moved him from shortstop in September of last year to make room for Orlando Arcia. Arcia struggled last year. This is a good kid. And all projections is this guy's going to be a really, really good shortstop. But we heard that about Gene Segura, and we heard that about J.J. Hardy, and everybody since. So we'll see how long the Brewers stay with that. But they seriously, Stearns is sold on this guy. So we're going to see the 22-year-old. We'll see if he has a good season for the Milwaukee Brewers. Third baseman Travis Shaw and catcher Andrew Susak, both trade acquisitions over the past year, will fill out the infield. Each should get the chance to prove that they're more than reserves. Shaw is better than what we've had the last couple of years that are at third base. And I'm interested in watching this Andrew Susak and see if maybe he's a Jonathan Lucroy Jr. Now, Braun's outfield mates are boomer bust types. Ken Broxton had serious helium on his side after a rookie season in which he notched a 107 OPS and showed off his above-average wheels and glove. Domingo Santana, meanwhile, had a 109 OPS himself. He's a well below average fielder. That's one of my problems when he just can't field, even though he's in a corner spot. The problem that Broxton and Santana share is a spotty hit tool. Making quality contact is the most important skill a hitter can possess. Everyone builds off of putting the bat on the ball, and yet Broxton whiffed a 37.6% of the time. That's third most in the majors, and Santana 30.9% of his swings. That's 34th. So both of these guys just go up there and they just hack away. They swing, batter, swing. Both showed pop and on-base skills, but they wouldn't have big league jobs if they didn't. We'll see if either can take the next step by reducing their swing and miss volumes. Everybody's high on this Santana. Last year, we didn't get to see enough of him. He was injured too much. For me, and I think some other people, to really take a long look and make a good guess on whether or not he's going to have a future here with the Milwaukee Brewers. I like Broxton. I think that he's going to cut down his strikeouts. And if he does, he's going to have a nice career here with the Milwaukee Brewers. This is my projected lineup for opening day. And mine only, by the way. Leadoff hitter should be Jonathan Villar. Why not? He steals bases, and he's got some pop. Ken Broxton in center field. He will bat second. Ryan Braun will bat third, left field. Eric Thymes will be at first base, and he will be the cleanup hitter. Domingo Santana will bat fifth. He'll play right field. Travis Shaw at third base. Orlando Arcia at shortstop. And Andrew Susak at catcher. The bench will be Manny Pena, backup catcher. Scooter Gennett will be the utility infielder. Hernan Perez will also be a utility infielder. Kirk Neuenhuis and out in the outfield. And Jesus Aguilar at first base. I'd get Aguilar in the game as much as I can. I think this is a good first baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers. Starting lineup should be Guerrera, Matt Garza. Thank you. Thank you very much, Milwaukee. Matt Garza is our number 2 pitcher. Zach Davies, Chase Anderson, Willie Peralta. The bullpen should pretty much be Corey Knebel, Carlos Torres, Juan Marniz, and Joba Chamberlain and Tommy Malone. The closer, of course, only because they went out and got him from the Texas Rangers, was Natali Felice should be your closer. Pitching staff will be the weaker of the two. Between the offense and the pitching will be definitely the weakest. Just wanted to mention this on this date. Back in 1954, Hank Aaron homers in his first start with the Braves in an exhibition game against the Boston Red Sox. The noise of the contact is so loud that Ted Williams runs out of the clubhouse to see who can make that sound with that big bat. So that's what happened on this date back in 1954. Well, that's pretty much our show for today. Hope you enjoyed it, because I sure enjoyed giving it to you. You are listening to the big show. We call it Brewtown Sports. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Brewtown Sports and Mr. Brewtown. You can listen to the show at baseballtalkradio.com, Spreaker, Podomatic Player, FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, and iTunes.com, and at 405media.com, Super Live Talk, and Rachel's Podcast. Have a good day, everybody. We will talk to you real